Hello, I'm ETarte, once a Catholic priest in the 1960s for 5 years, now an atheist, which means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. Today is May 26, 2013. In this video, I focus on a posting at friendlyatheist.com concerning a high school graduation in Kentucky. I will be quoting my fellow math teacher, the friendly atheist himself, Hemant Mehta. Last Friday night, Lincoln County High School in Kentucky held its graduation. If the school's name rings a bell, it's because the administration had traditionally allowed the obviously mostly Christian students to vote on whether they wanted to say a prayer at the event. And, can you believe it? They always voted yes. But this year, that changed when a group of atheist students spoke with the principal. Bradley Chester, a graduating senior, is an atheist and one of the students who approached Principal Tim Godby about not having prayer at graduation. Chester said in an interview with television station WKYT in Lexington, "I feel like you shouldn't force your religion upon anybody. And a lot of people are saying if there are prayers at graduation, you don't have to participate. You can sit there and not listen. Close your ears." Well, it's my graduation. I shouldn't have to close my ears. This is a place for school, not a church. Continuing to quote the friendly atheist, Hemant Mehta, the administration and school board, knowing they would lose a lawsuit if they continued their old ways, half-heartedly canceled the invocation. But they made it very clear that they would not screen student speeches beforehand. So if, say, the class president wanted to pray during his speech, they wouldn't stop him. Initially, I thought that the senior class president, Jonathan Hardwick, would do the right thing. He didn't seem to understand a thing about church-state separation, but at least he could empathize with people who were forced to listen to a prayer to a God they didn't believe in. Senior class president Jonathan Hardwick, a Christian, said he hasn't decided yet whether he will pray during his speech to classmates. He said he listened to the 6 students who don't want prayer, and he can empathize with their situation. He said, "I talked to them, and most of them said they just didn't feel like they should listen to a prayer at their graduation to a God they don't believe in." I can understand their viewpoint, because if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't want to listen to a prayer to a God I didn't believe in. If a Muslim was saying a prayer to their God, I wouldn't want to sit there and listen to that. So I understand their viewpoint. I continue to quote Hemant Mehta. So what happened Friday night? Hardwick and the majority of the people in the audience gave a metaphorical middle finger to everyone who wasn't a Christian. He said a prayer to Jesus Christ, in case there was any doubt that Christians are in the majority in this community, and they gave him a long-standing ovation.
I would like to thank you with a prayer. If you would like to join me, you may. Gentlemen, take off your caps and bow your heads. Thank you for helping us get here safely today, Lord. And thank you for the many blessings you have given us, because we are a very talented class. Will you watch over us the rest of the ceremony and into the graduation night? And will you help us remember that no matter what happens, good or bad, in the days to come, that it is for your divine purpose. In Jesus' name, amen.
To be clear, Hardwick didn't do anything illegal, but that doesn't mean he did the right thing. The fact that the response was so over the top, as if Hardwick did something brave and noble, is just a sign that the community doesn't give a damn about the laws. They want everything to be about Jesus, and they're not letting the Constitution or non-Christian students get in their way. Public school graduations are supposed to honor all the students, celebrate what they have accomplished, and wish them well as they move on to the next phase of their lives. But the people at Lincoln County High School and the surrounding community decided long ago that their ceremonies shouldn't focus on any of that. Instead, they should make non-Christians feel uncomfortable, unwanted, and unappreciated. Sure, they could have prayed at home before attending the ceremony, but that's not what they wanted. They wanted a public display of faith. And at the first attempt to keep the ceremony neutral, they reacted as if they were the ones being oppressed and marginalized. Even the class president, knowing how the non-Christian students would feel, decided to kick them while they were down. Instead of standing up for the voiceless minority, which a good leader would do, he took the easy path of telling the majority he agreed with them. A better president, even if he were Christian, would have chosen a different path. Normally, standing ovations are reserved for people who do something extraordinary. In this case, the audience gave Hardwick one not because he did that, but more as a rebuke to those students who challenged the notion that a graduation ceremony shouldn't be like a church service. What a disappointing showcase for the school, to have a graduation ceremony be about Jesus instead of all those students who worked so hard to get to this point. So that is from Hemant Mehta at friendlyatheist.com. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.